We're able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Michael Vick. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Vick, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. On 4th down, Vick, and he will take it in for the touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Sharp. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tucker's kick is good on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Vick off the play fake for Sanders. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. For Vick. Steps away to his left. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first sessions. And here we go again. They will indeed go for it. Vick flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And Vic's throw there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Vic goes play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Check. Box it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Powering his way forward. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rodgers again now, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, and his guys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
Now here's Vic. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
319, 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by Julius Peppers. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vic. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. They've been brilliant. Perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3. And they're going to try again here. To throw. Vic. Got him in. It's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Oh, what a move. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Rodgers to throw for it on 4. Complete. Swings it out to his running back. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vick completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Vick now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. That throw by Vick, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Vick. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Third and short yardage, Vick. And that's complete to Sanders. A wide gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. He's got his man sharp, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. This is McCaffrey. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he... 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught by Chris Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 29 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked off by Trey Boston. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an